Hey fuckers, Gaming Leatherneck here, playing Left 4 Dead 1. I love shooting zombies, so I love this game, so I might put even a Left 4 Dead 2 gameplay later on in the future. But we're gonna get started now. Today I want to talk about something that's very important, and it's an idea inspired by Jessica Navarro. Shout out to you. You asked me, so if maybe you can make a video on how relationships are like with a Marine. And today I'm granting your wish, okay? Today's focus is going to be on romantic relationships in the Marine Corps, since that applies more to your scenario. And I just want you to let you know that your Marine and yourself are going to go through a lot of drama, especially if he's an active duty Marine. The initial part of his training is really going to put your guys' relationships to the test, because I've had that experience and it was no fun at all. And it continued on when I got back to the civilian world, because I dated a Navy girl at one point who I don't really give a fuck about anymore, but she was stationed on an aircraft carrier, and our only ways of communication was through emails only. It was damn difficult, guys, and I can't even explain how difficult it was. She also made it a pain in the ass too. Moving on. After your Marine comes back from boot camp, he might be super motivated and loud, and his loudness might continue to the day he dies. So don't get annoyed. What you also have to deal with is that he might have a lot of stress at work and might lash out at you by accident. So just really understand what he's going through and not take things personally. You know, the worst people on this earth is to leave someone, especially a service member, to deal with stress / anxiety / PTSD, especially PTSD on their own. There's a big reason why some military members hate civilians so much, is because they feel abandoned or trapped or disrespected, especially when they're able to swallow their pride and ask for help. So if your Marine ever seems sad or whatever, just ask him what's up, or just try to help him with whatever he might be going through. You know, I have loved very hard, and I try my best to love the people around me, because you never know when you're going to lose them. And I believe life is all about the relationships you have. Relationships are a beautiful thing, guys. I've been in relationships before, and unfortunately there are going to be times and factors in life that are going to hinder you from loving these people. And you sometimes ask yourself, you know, where that baby girl was. You know, where was the girl that you fell in love with? Where is she or he for you, Jessica? You know, she may be alive, he or she may be alive in your memories, but that person doesn't exist anymore. So Jessica, as you love your Marine, love him like you're gonna lose him, because you never know when he's gonna leave, or you never know when he's gonna die. That's the reality of things. We never know. Like me, I love my mom, I love my parents. I never know when they're gonna die. You know, same thing goes with friends. Same thing goes with anybody you know in life. You just gotta learn how to appreciate it. You know, when I joined the Marines, I realized that, you know, people die. People can die really unexpectedly, and it's gonna hit you like a train. So just really learn how to appreciate things. And if there's any type of void, quote unquote void, that he's not fulfilling in your life, okay, be mature about it and talk to him about it, and don't cheat or go to someone else for it. Just be honest. Yeah, he may get mad, but that's where you put your relationship to the test. And please trust me that he's gonna appreciate it. And if he doesn't, just leave. He's not worth your time. Cheating is the worst thing to do to someone, especially if you're his only comfort out there. You have to realize that he's been with dudes basically the whole day and stressed out. The best thing to have for him at the end of the day is to talk to you. Hopefully, he's mature enough to not take you for granted and appreciates you the way you appreciate him. He should be doing the same thing for you. And if there's anything that's not right about the relationship, just speak to him about it. Otherwise, you could really destroy him and the relationship, and vice versa. Excuse me. I understand it's kind of petty to deal with girl problems during training, but Marines have killed themselves over this. Not saying it's an excuse, but it's still not worth a life, you know? Back in the day, during the Iraq War era, Marines carried live ammo while guarding the armory, and this Marine, this Marine got a Dear John letter and shot himself while he was on guard. Put his weapon on burst and took himself out. It's hard for a lot of people, even for me. So all in all, relationships are a beautiful thing, guys. You know, there's times, even me, you know, reminiscing on the way we used to be, or the way it used to be for you guys, and you lost it, you know, and you're sad. So love as hard as you can. Don't play games. I believe that's the most mature and best relationships you could have. Deal with the drama maturely and forgive each other for messing up, because we're not all perfect, you know. In a relationship, there's always gonna be problems. You really have to evaluate things when you're calm, and don't make impulsive decisions, and don't base one mistake on his part or her part to determine your guys' future. There's always going to be problems in a relationship, guys. Always. Just fight through it. And last tip I can give you is do not ever let other people get too involved in your relationship, because they're not the ones in the relationship. You are. So you understand it the most. If you take other people's advice, you might fuck up the relationship, and you could regret because you realize that it ends up being your fault. The relationship ended because their advice may not be applicable to your situation. You know, you start getting confused and making irrational decisions. Be an adult and deal with it yourself, because you know your feelings the best. Calm down first and make a rational decision, not an impulsive decision like me or a lot of people, or what most people do when they're mad. They make impulsive decisions. You know, I admit that I have to work on it myself too, all right? But, you know, I love the people around me, and it's because I've seen how my friends are really affected by, you know, PTSD, and I've also lost relationships, so I learned to appreciate the little things. I hope this helps you guys. Feel free to comment in any questions that you have for me, and I'll be happy to answer down in the comment section below. If you guys haven't checked out my gun vlogs / shooting vlogs and other vlogs, the link will be provided in the description. Go check them out. I'm pretty sure you'll love them, because so far the people that have seen it loves them like crazy, and I love doing them. So that's a motivation for me too. If you guys liked the video, thumbs up. If you guys didn't, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck. Stay sharp, be safe, and remember, complaints is kills. Thanks for watching. Oh, bruh.